My name is David Gogo. Many of you already know me. I run the Genealogy Club at the Helen Plum Library. And tonight, we'll be talking about navigating online genealogy resources from home. And other options that we have during this time. Couple announcements. On August 17th, the library is going to be having a virtual webinar called Searching for South America. That is run by Brian Mikowski. It's also a Zoom webinar, and he's going to be showing photos, I guess, that he has from South America, and it's kind of a virtual trip. And then on the 25th will be our next roundtable meeting. So hopefully we can get enough people to share their research so that we can have a good conversation. And then on the 24th, the library has scheduled the postcards program with the Lombard Historical Society. I don't really know too much about that one, but that will be virtual as well, I'm assuming. Okay, so let's get started. So I'm going to start with the online databases that we do have access through at the library. As most of you know, the Ancestry.com Library Edition is still available. From home with your library card login information. And that's, I checked their website, it's still going to be available till the end of August. And then I guess every month they will evaluate whether or not they're going to continue to offer that. The good news is the Helen Plum is open right now, and hopefully that will remain that way. So if Ancestry does decide to limit the library edition again, then you can come into the library and access it. Other good news is if anybody has an AARP membership, you can purchase the full edition for 30% off right now. They are offering that deal, so that's good. We also have Heritage Quest at the library, and that's also run by ProQuest and Ancestry.com. So it looks very similar. And since last fall, I believe, they added an obituary database from newspapers.com. So yeah, it's a very valuable resource that I've been using a few times to help people. And yeah, I have a little screenshot here, and you can see that it's at the bottom right of the page once you're on the home page for Heritage Quest. And that's always, Heritage Quest is always available for library patrons from home. So you never have to be in the library for that one. Okay. So one popular resource that Illinois residents can take advantage of is the Illinois State Archives. And yeah, you can go to cyberdriveillinois.com and access all the information there. No, their reference room in Springfield, their Springfield office, um, they are limiting. Right now, it's only open by appointment only, and you have to do that 48 hours in advance, and no walk-ins. So if you are okay with traveling, um, then and you wanted to visit that office, be sure to plan ahead. And also, if you're seeking any death certificates, um, you would have to send them a list of the death certificates you would want 24 hours ahead of time for that one. Okay. Another part of the Illinois State Archives is the Illinois Regional Archives System. And that's made up of about 7 university libraries that contain the depositories. So for DuPage County, that's run, and other counties in the Northwest Illinois is at Northern Illinois University. And I contacted them, and they informed me that oh, actually, Northern, there was no one there. So these universities right now that have the depositories, they can be hard to get a hold of because their hours are very limited. But I did contact Northeastern Illinois University, and they have regular hours, but they said that all of the depository libraries are not taking any in-person requests right now. So if you had like birth certificate requests through that system, you would have to either do mail-in or phone requests only. So that's, and I put in the PowerPoint here, I put in links for all or at least most of the resources I'm sharing, and I'll send out the PowerPoint afterwards to everyone, and that way you can, if you had any questions about any of the resources, you can check. And for all of the databases and resources I'm showing, you will have to keep checking periodically throughout the pandemic and quarantine to make sure that they're open, because this it's a fluid situation right now, so things keep changing. Okay, and the Cook County Vital Records is a popular office because, you know, that's where Chicago is, and a lot of people have ancestors that lived in Chicago at one point. So I did check them, and they their downtown office and the Cook suburban Cook courthouses are currently open to the public. And let me see if I can bring them up here. Actually, I can. So yeah, if you go to their website, they tell you here they're open, but some of their online services are not accessible at this moment. So yeah, just check often to see if they're available. Okay, I'll go back here. Okay. So some other resources that are popular and that you can really take advantage during this time. You know, Family Search is a very popular one. The library, unfortunately, does not have the library edition yet. It's not a library, I mean, it's not a affiliate library yet. That kind of got sidetracked during this time. But you can use their normal edition from home. You just have to, um, you can sign up for a free account. Um, and then Cindy's List. They are still adding new links in Cindy's List. I'll go ahead and bring that one up too. Which one is that on? It's over here. So if you go to their homepage, and they regularly add new links. So this was added on July 18th. So you can get all kinds of good charts and all that. So it's a good resource to keep checking. Checking often. And let's see. Go back. And next we have the DuPage County Genealogical Society. So I'm sure some of you may be members. So let's see here. So you see on their website, they do. You can join their society with a lot of the resources I'm showing. You do have to pay to be a member of a lot of these genealogical societies. But the good thing is, if you do join, you can get access to a lot of the virtual programs that they're offering from home. And you don't have to actually travel back and forth between all of these different libraries and places to attend all these programs. And especially with winter coming up, when travel is harder, this options like these may be able to you may be able to, let me see, some questions here. Oh, okay. So they're okay. So it looks like I'm not able to share the PowerPoint, the websites. Okay. So then I will, let's see here. I guess I have to change it every time. Okay. Sorry about that. Can you see the screen now? Okay. Sorry about that. This is my first webinar, so that I'm hosting, so I didn't. What did I do? Okay. So so I was saying before, these different societies, you do have to pay for them, but you do get a lot of content that you can take advantage of. So I'll go back to the previous pages here that I wasn't able to show you. So it's really just that one. So here's the Cook County Vital Records, and there's just their notice here on the page explaining their situation. And then before I showed Cindy's list here. And on the left, you can browse new links here. And here's the last update. So they're still updating this site, which is good to know. And it seems I haven't really come across any. Luckily, not. It seems like all of the most popular resources are still being updated, so that's good. So the next, so another genealogical society is the Fox Valley. And let's see here, I think I have them here. And this is very similar. They have webinars very often. The next one that they're having is September 10th. And there was one on June 11th. And if you do become a member, you can watch them. You can watch the previous webinars. Let's see. And then we have CAGNY. So let me bring that one up. And CAGNY is the Computer Assisted Genealogy Group of Northern Illinois. This is also very similar. You do get access to webinars that they have every month. So you see here, the next one is on August 8th about DNA. I know if you go to the page, they do give you the Zoom info, but I'm not sure if they're open to everyone. I guess I'd have to maybe some of you may know if these are open to everyone, or do you have to be a member to view these webinars, at least live. Looks like someone's. Okay. So I'll wait on that one. Okay, thanks, Julia. So yeah, it seems like many of the groups are opening up to non-members, so that's good. That's what I figured, but they don't really specifically say on a lot of these websites. So yeah, that's a very good, a lot of good resources. I mean, it's basically, you can watch so many different webinars for good information. And so another good resource is Illinois GenWeb. So I have that open here. And this is, it's like a genealogy project, and it's run by volunteers. So you can get a lot of good research done here. And they're continually posting new projects and like, I guess, articles. So this is another good resource and that you can access from home. And they also, it says here, Illinois counties. So you can, if you go to them, go to this link, you can choose your county. So if I select the page here, it'll bring you to a new page where you can get more information on DuPage County or the county you're looking for, and then you can it actually sorts it by township as well. So you can go to York Township and get information on Lombard if that's what you were looking for. And it does that for, I believe, most of the counties, I would think. Another one, let's see. So the Illinois State Genealogical Society. I can't see my, there we go. So the Illinois State Genealogical Society, you do have to pay to be a member, but they do have a lot of free databases and indexes that you can access. Oh, yeah. Yeah, David brought up another good resource, the Chicago Genealogical Society. And at the end, I'll bring that one up too. So yeah, there's a lot of good free databases here, and they do have webinars. So yeah, you do have to become a member to access that. So let's see, and there's also the National Genealogical Society, and yeah, you do have to become a member to access a lot of the things. But they did, if you were to invest, they did just have a virtual conference that you can still view the past lectures. And let's see, what was I going to bring up here? And they do have, oh yeah, I have it here. They have a lot of free resources that you can access. So, you know, fillable charts and all that. So there, even if you don't want to pay for it, you can actually take advantage of some things here. And so let's see, the next one. Oh, and the good thing about all these virtual programs is that most of the suburban libraries are posting, you know, virtual webinars and programs, and you don't have to have a library card to access these at the particular library. So you can just check different libraries and see what they have available, and some do keep recordings. I'm gonna see if I can keep this recording. I think I can, and put it on the library's YouTube page. So yeah, check around. You know, Arlington Heights, Schaumburg, Wheaton. They all have very good genealogy collections and resources, and genealogy librarians that can have a lot of good information. So I'll bring up another thing here. So another good, consequence, I guess one positive of this whole thing is that all these conferences are now going virtual, or at least a lot of them are. The upside is you don't have to, you can do it from home. So I just listed a few here. So on July 31st, there's the Celtic Connections virtual conference. And they're going to keep up their, it says it's until September 30th, but you can register at any time and view all of the lectures and programs that they have. And then on September 2nd is the Federation of Genealogical Services Family History Conference. And then on the September 12th is Cagney's GeneaQuest Frontiers in Genealogy Conference. And then October 24th, there's the Illinois State Genealogical Society Conference. Yes, you do have to pay for these, but you can get a lot of good information and a lot of up-to-date information. So if there's any changes in anything, these conferences are a very good resource to get those. And then so there are still some physical in-person conferences that are still going to be going on. The first is the Swedish Genealogy Workshop by Archive Digital in Kansas. That's in October. So if you feel comfortable going to a physical one, there is one in October. It was the only one I could find that's happening this year. Then next year, the dates that are in red here means that they have been changed. So the annual Quad Cities Genealogical Conference is now going to be in April of next year in Moline. That's on the 24th. The Midwestern Roots Immigration and Migration Conference by the Indiana Historical Society. That's going to be in Indianapolis, and that's going to be happening next summer in late July. And then there's the Fox Valley Annual Fall Conference, and this one was rescheduled. They kept the same speaker, Rich Venezia, that he was supposed to speak this September, so they're keeping him for next year. And then this one, the McHenry County 2020, it was supposed to be the 2020 summer conference, has been pushed back. It was, I guess, the information I received on it was kind of strange. They were planning it for it to be next year, and now they've even pushed it back another year. So it's going to be 2 years away now. And if you plan on going to any of these conferences, always check before just to make sure that the information is still going to be up to date. See, that's all I have. Oh, and I was going to go, because David mentioned it. The Chicago Genealogical Society. And they, like the other societies, they do have upcoming programs. So the next one on September 12th. Let's see. I'm not sure if that one's going to be, it looks like that one could be physical, but definitely check before to make sure each event where it's going to be held. So yeah, let me check the questions. Let's see. Okay. Does anybody have any questions or any inquiries? This was pretty pretty basic information to show you what you can access from home. It is a fluid situation, so a lot of these things can change. But yeah, the libraries are a good resource to keep. Okay, so yeah, keep checking. Like David said, the Chicago Genealogical Society program is on site for now, but that could change depending on how many people they may get. Let's see. Okay, so Julia has asked, has the library considered adding my heritage or Find My Past? I have checked. I do want to get as many. I do want to get as many services as we can at the library. I know with the new library, it has been, these kinds of things have been pushed to the background, unfortunately. So getting some new databases may take a little longer to get, but it is a good question. Let's see, make sure I have that one. Simon asked if I could summarize the Helen Plum benefits. So I'll just go to the website really quick here. We are open right now, and you don't need an appointment to come in and browse, check out books, drop off books and things. We do have a limit, a capacity of 65 people at a time, but we haven't reached it yet. So it hasn't been too super busy. And as far as online resources, if you go to genealogy here, we have the Ancestry.com Library Edition. We have the Chicago Tribune Historical and the normal Chicago Tribune Heritage Quest, Fold 3, which is also run by Ancestry. And then we have some county and regional histories and atlases. And we also have American Ancestors, which is the New England, run by the New England Historic Genealogical Society. But that's in library use only. They did not go to at-home access. So you would have to come into the library to use that one. We have other general reference resources and things. Lots of databases. Another one that you could possibly use for genealogy is A to Z, and I guess you have to log in. But with that one, you can search for people if you know their name and what state or town they live in, or if you know the phone number, you can search that way too. So if you were looking for people that are alive, that A to Z is a good resource as well. So I'll go back to the questions here. Gwen asks, does the library have newspapers.com? No, we don't at this time. And the main reason is, unfortunately, Lombard's local newspapers, the Lombardian and was it? I'm blanking on the other one. The older one. They're still in microfilm, the archives, and that's another project that we've been trying to get done, but we haven't been able to yet. So all of our previous newspapers are still in microfilm, and that's the only way you can actually access previous issues, and they're not indexed. So it is kind of it is a bit laborious at this point. And another question from Simon: are there any genealogists willing to help or volunteer at no charge? We did have a DAR volunteer that came. I think it was every second and fourth Wednesday night, but we've had to cancel that service during the pandemic because we're trying to limit in-person contact. But we have been discussing possibly doing some kind of virtual service. So that could be something that comes up in the future. Okay, any other questions? No? Okay. Well, that's pretty much it. I will, I recorded this, so hopefully I can get it on our YouTube page. And if anyone that missed it, they hopefully they can access it on our YouTube page, and I'll on our genealogy email list, I will send out an email letting you know about that. And if you're not on the email list and you would like to, you can email me. Oh, looks like there's another question. So maybe let me see if I can. Let's see here. How do I get that up here? Of course, I cannot find the whiteboard. I got a few more questions. So Jennifer, I will email the PowerPoint. That I will do for sure. So I will email everyone who attended or is going to attend. I will send that out. And Maureen is asking, or John F. is asking, do the repositories only have info for their region? So let's see. You're talking about the IRAD depositories, I'm assuming. So I will, let me see. I think I have it here. Nope. What happened? Okay, so here is, let's see. So if you go to cyberdriveillinois.com, their site is not very good, it's very confusing. But if you go to departments, archives, there's a link for IRAD. And then if you click on regional map and contact information, it does list the 7 universities and the counties that they cover. So Eastern covers all of these counties here. Illinois State covers these. It's like in the middle here. NIU covers the northern part except for Cook County. Western Illinois covers the western counties. And then, let's see, U of I Springfield covers kind of these central ones. Eastern covers these southeastern counties, and then Southern covers the southern counties. And so it gives a list, and you can, they have fact sheets too here. So that answer your, oh, so yeah, Northern Illinois, Maureen. So it covers DuPage, DeKalb County, Boone, Barrow, Carroll, Joe Davies, Kane, Kendall, Lake. All the northern counties except for Cook. So you can contact them. I called them yesterday and they did not answer. So you have to be a little patient with them, I guess, because I'm sure they have very limited hours. So I'm just going to type it out here. I'm going to put out my email address in case you don't have it and would like to if you would like to be on the email list, send me an email at dgogo@helenplum.org, and I will add you to the list, and you'll get monthly updates to anything that's happening, and I usually remind everyone of the programs upcoming. So I'll go through the chat, and I can I'll answer one of these questions. Helen M. Plum, she was the wife of Colonel Plum. They were some of the oldest, more famous residents of Lombard, and where the library is located now, they owned a house on the property where Lilacia Park and Lombard and the Helen Plum Library is right now. They had their house and property, their garden, and when they died, they donated both the park and their home to Lombard. Their garden became Lilacia Park, which was famous for its lilac garden, and the house became the library. And they intended it to be both the library and the park to be enjoyed by Lombard together. And then I think in the 60s they built the new building and demolished the house because it just was too small. So yeah, that's the basic overview of Helen and Colonel Plum. So looks like Joan, I will send you an email about some sites for England and Ireland. I have some good resources for you. I can email that to you. Okay, well, I think that's good. If you have any other questions, just go ahead and email me. I'll definitely answer your questions. So thank you all for coming. I hope to see you in the future. Thank you. Have a nice night.